Hello guys, and welcome to my first ever proper Let's Play. And when I say proper Let's Play, I mean the first Let's Play I will finish. Now, this is going to be... It's going to be pretty obvious what I'm Let's Playing just by looking at this screen. Yeah. Yes, my favourite first-person shooter of all time, Painkiller. And I'm going to start the game here.
Hopefully the traffic won't be bad. Dinner reservations are at 8.
Oh, I can't believe how hard it's raining. We sure picked a great day to celebrate my birthday.
It's just a little rain. It'll dry. Anyway, we'll be there in no time.
What?
Here, take this.
What's this?
This is who you have to kill.
4 guys? That's it? I just have to hunt down these 4 guys and that's it? I finally get out of here? I finally get to see her again?
Yes, but it won't be that easy. These 4 are generals in Lucifer's army. They're extremely powerful and well guarded by their minion hordes.
I can handle them all, but why has it taken this long? What did I do wrong? Ask him what I did. Ask him why he thinks I deserve this.
He didn't say. I was sent to offer you this chance, and that is all. He has his reasons, and he doesn't have to explain them to anyone. Do this, and you will be pure.
I was pure?
So you say. I'm not here to debate. Do this, and you're free to be with your Catherine again. You were chosen because of your abilities. You've managed to survive this long, and that is impressive. This is what has set you apart from the others, and he thinks that you're the only one capable of pulling it off.
Why doesn't he just take care of this? Why can't you do it?
If he gets involved, the assault we're hoping to prevent might be launched prematurely. And of course, we want to avoid that at all costs. We think they're going to attack soon. He wants you to stop them before they are poised to strike. He wants the profile kept low. So you're going to have to move quickly. Kill the generals, and Lucifer's armies will retreat. Either you take this or you don't. If you don't, I can't tell you when we'll speak again. I know you've been here for a while, and I assume you want to leave. Your time has come. Take it or leave it.
Okay.
Good. Do you need weapons?
I've survived this long, haven't I? I know where to get weapons.
Good. This will help. Drink it. It will help you survive. Now keep that scroll. Use it as your guide and destroy everything that moves. You must move quickly. You must kill the generals before they organize for an attack. We shall speak again soon.
Right, so long cutscene aside, I'm going to try my best to keep up with the gameplay, but I'm doing post commentary for this because recording this game and doing commentary at the same time is a nightmare. It really is. You really have to fully concentrate. And you'll see what I mean when you're watching it. Now, this is the first weapon, which is the Painkiller. It is a pretty awesome weapon. You're about to find out why. Now, these are the first enemies you'll encounter. They're called zombie warriors. Now, these guys are pretty simple and straightforward. They're very slow, but they do have this awkward movement that can make it quite difficult to hit them with. Like, they kind of have this erratic movement, which makes, when you're trying to hit them all with a Painkiller at once, and you're trying to get a double kill like I did there, it can be quite difficult because they can kind of do a dodge out of the way with their erratic movement. But as you can see here, they're pretty straightforward and great to practice your skills with the Painkiller. As you can see, there's a lot of things you can do with the Painkiller, as I'm demonstrating here. You can use the laser, which is really handy, like somewhat broken even, because you can just use it to clear out tons of enemies, and you're going to find out what that's all about in a minute in the next area. But you've also got the Warhead, which is this bit, which you can use to juggle enemies and get extra gems, or, well, not gems, jewelry, which they drop jewelry when you hit them again and again and again. But this is this just goes to show how powerful the laser can be in this game. You only need to sit here and watch the enemies just fall down and die in seconds. Like, they just spawn in and they will die, and if you know where they're spawning in and you know all the spawn areas in this game, you can really take advantage of the Painkiller without having to use any ammo. So it's a good thing to keep in mind when you are especially in the early portions of the game. Now, you want to be careful here. I used the shotgun just to make sure I got a sure hit on him, because he can hit you if you're not careful, because it is a very claustrophobic area, so you want to be careful there. And I'm going to use the Warhead a bit here to knock some guys back. And obviously that's the third one, where you can spin it around. You can use that as a melee weapon, and you can release it to send the spinny thing towards the enemy, which can get multiple kills with one shot, so it's really nice. These are the next enemies, which are Banshees. Nothing too special about those guys, or girls, whatever you want to call them, but they don't really seem to do any damage, or at least from what I've seen at least. But they do have they do cause problems in battle, like, and even though it's not noticeable in this level in particular, on later levels it can be more noticeable, because Banshees will essentially turn the entire... it'll basically make everything black. They'll have this like darkness effect, which can blur your vision and you can't see what's going on, so you want to kill them quickly, but they're pretty easy to kill. And yeah, as you can see, the Painkiller is an awesome weapon. It is by far my favourite melee weapon in a first-person shooter. It's not my favourite weapon in a first-person shooter though, and actually the original Painkiller doesn't actually have my favourite weapon in a first-person shooter. But I won't lie, it is in a Painkiller game, just not in the original Painkiller. Yeah, you can just slaughter people like so easily in this game. Like, every single time you hit an enemy, they will just die, for the most part, in 1 or 2 hits. Which is something that I really love about Painkiller. Like, it's very fast-paced, and you just get straight to the point. And there's plenty of mayhem, as you can see. Like, it's just an action-packed game. Now, you can see me knocking down these graves. There's a reason for this, and you're going to see why later on, but not right now. Let's put it this way. The reason why I'm destroying them is simply so that I can increase my mobility around the map, because that's going to be very important coming up soon, because this game is all about mobility, and if you can't keep up with with the enemies and that this game throws at you, then at least in gunfire, then you're going to have to be mobile. Like, you're going to have a lot of mobility. Let's put it that way. Now, this area, you can destroy this early, but it'll get destroyed eventually anyways. and a few enemies pop in, and yeah, pretty straightforward stuff so far. Like, in a way, this is kind of a tutorial level for the rest of the game, really. It starts you off very simple, like, it starts you off with a few enemies that just spawn in one by one, then it spawns in waves of enemies, and then it spawns in enemies from multiple sides, and then we have another Banshee, and here we have a new enemy, which is Zombie Warlord. These guys are formidable. They are. You don't want them getting near you. They get a lot faster as well in the next section, which is this section. And they can be pretty devastating. They have a very high attack rate, and they can be really devastating if they get too close. And they're pretty fast at moving as well, especially in later stages. So you want to be very careful. Well, they're pretty fast at moving in this, but in later stages it's even worse because, well, they throw way more of them at you. So yeah, this is usually the part of the stage that I screw up on the most, and that most new players will find a hard time getting through. This section is literally the first real challenge that Painkiller has to offer, in the sense that there's enemies coming from all sides, and if you notice, the level is broken up into two sections, and that means that there's no real safe area anymore. You can't just focus on going backwards, because enemies will surround you from everywhere you go, so really you have to maneuver your way around it. The difficult thing is that it's not the easiest level to maneuver around, but once you get the hang of it, you can get past them and get to the next area where there's more Banshees, and they don't really do much. You can knock them into the air, get some jewellery, but that's about it really. And don't waste your ammo on them, just kill them with a painkiller, unless there's large crowds of enemies, and then yeah, it might be a good idea to focus on using other weapons. But for now, it's going to be pretty simple stuff really. Another thing that you might have noticed, when I fought the zombie in that little room that I used the shotgun on, which there was a secret at the top of there. There's also a secret in that little tomb thing there that's got a door on it, which will open up soon enough. And secrets in this game, there are quite a lot of them, particularly later on, and I'm not going to get every single one of them, but they are there for you to hunt down. I'm going to show a few of them that I do know, and I am going to skip to, cut to the one that I missed, the secret that I did miss at the start of this level, which is kind of a platforming secret. Like, you have platforming secrets and you have secrets where you might miss them. So there's different types of secrets, but the reason why I'm not going for every secret is because and also the reason why I'm not going for every tarot card is because of the platforming secrets. They can take a lot of time, and I don't think people want to see them all. I might try going for some of them, but I'm not going to guarantee that I'm going to get every single one of them. Now, this area can get pretty chaotic because there's tons of enemies in this area. Basically throw everything that you've done in the previous areas into one area, and yeah, that's basically what this is. Like, enemies come from all sides, and I personally think this area is a little bit easier than the other area, especially if you cleared away those coffins, just simply because you have a lot more room to move. And that can be a big deal when you're playing Painkiller. You want to move around very quickly, and you want plenty of area to play around with, and there are plenty of places around this area to play with. And I kept those graves there. I kept those coffins. I kept those coffins there just simply because it blocks the way for them, and it buys me a bit of time. Let's put it this way: there's a bit of a method in my madness when it comes to destroying those graves. Like, fun fact as well, you can also break that glass at the top of that building. You can't do that in the remake, Hell and Damnation. Now, I might play through Hell and Damnation one of these days. I don't know if I might do, I might not do, but I'm going to stick with the original Painkiller for now, as it is a better game. Like, let's put it this way, what I'm doing right now in Painkiller, you could not do in Hell and Damnation, and the spawns are completely different. I don't know what that guy's doing. Like, that's another thing that zombie warlords do, and I don't know why they do it, but they cut off the heads of the zombie warriors. I'm not sure what that's all about, but there seems to be some kind of civil war going on here. between demons or undead. I think demons and undead are widely accepted as the same in this game, really. Everything's a demon, be it undead or demon. It doesn't matter, like, even in Diablo, like, undead and demons just seem to be associated with one another, it seems. Maybe it's because these are people that have gone to hell and they're dead people and this is their remains. Then what makes a demon then? That's what I want to know. But yeah, the enemies in this game aren't demons in the traditional sense. There's a lot of weird and wacky demons in this game. So it's not like, granted Doom does have some unique demons like the Kako demon and other things, but like in this game, like you have some really weird demons, but they all fit into some kind of theme. They all have a certain theme that they fit around, and you'll see them in different levels, and they all fit in with the level's design. So it's like you can tell that these enemies that you fight here are related to this area, and certain areas that you'll find later, those enemies might have died or played a big part in that area or something. I'm not exactly sure what it's all about, but it's interesting to make theories about this game, because the story really doesn't matter, but because the level design in this game is so nice, it's fun to make theories, and I enjoy it. And it's one of those games that you just can't help but just love the world that it brings you into, because the world it brings you into is... Just look at the ambience in this game, the first level alone, like, it's just a very ominous level. And yeah, that's what Painkiller is all about, really, but you'll be seeing a lot of different levels in this game. Now, there is a secret behind that. I don't know how to get to it, though, so I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to show you. But yeah, that's the end of the first level. And I am going to show the secret at the end of this level, but anyways. Yeah, but this level is basically done, so thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time I upload another one of these videos.